All right, we are back at it again. Another free cleaning, and today we are tackling this bathroom. There is a lot going on in here, a lot of different areas that this mama was really struggling with how to clean, how to keep up with, and everything else. So I wanted to take this time and show you guys that even some of the most extreme filthy cleans, it's all about having the right tools. It's all about giving it the time to work. And this is going to make your cleaning process so much easier. Of course, we're starting with all the befores. That way you guys can see exactly what we are working with. It is not horribly messy. The bathroom, as you can see, is pretty organized, nothing too crazy. The biggest thing is how to keep it and maintain it clean when you have a house full of rugrats and animals all at the same time. Obviously, it's always good to start with a blank slate, but also pre-treating. You can see I am putting toilet bowl cleaner in the toilet. That way that can just sit, but I am also going to use that in the bathtub. That way any of these areas that have a lot of buildup, it can start working before I ever get in there to scrub. Often the biggest and hardest thing is not giving stuff enough time to clean, but then my next biggest tip, and I talk about this all the time, is dust first. Go around, get your Swiffer duster and dust everything. This is so important, especially in bathrooms, because obviously if you have animals, you understand the fur and everything. But even if you don't, bathrooms get just so dusty, so full of hair from people shaving or just doing their hair in the morning and everything, that this makes the biggest difference. Before you go in and spray any cleaners, get in here and just dust everything. Also, yes, I try and dust everything first and then the toilet. There are certain areas I didn't think about, but honestly, it doesn't bother me too much because I haven't done any cleaning yet. So we are still going to get in with the actual cleaners. But you can see how much hair and dust just from that quick little dusting that really does pick up. And then once again, since I dusted, I'm going to pre-spray certain areas, mainly the toilet. That way it can sit. This mirror, so she recently had friends from overseas, and her daughter's friends had written little notes on the mirrors. So I had to be very gentle with cleaning this mirror. I wanted to get it clean, but at the same time, I did not want to wipe off the notes because they had just left not too many weeks ago. So it was still really important for her daughter to have these notes that her friends left on the mirror for her.
Heart beats up and down, I'm in a gambling phase. Going round and round, it's a trampoline stay. Oh, it's like I never run out of breath. And I don't care if we make a mess, it doesn't matter what's coming next. So can we just be bona fide? Girl, you got me waking up confused, lost in time. Every moment tastes like summer.
When it comes to these counters, because there was makeup buildup, hairspray, I could just feel the texture from all the buildup on here. I'm going in with Barkeeper's Friend and then my best friend, a magic eraser. This thing, I love these things. You guys see me use them all the time. They work so well, and they really do work wonders when you also have Barkeeper's Friend. I also love having some sort of angled brush to clean in bathrooms. So you can use just a toothbrush. This is, I think I've got this brush on Temu or something. I don't even remember. but it's a really nice little crevice brush to get around any of the fixtures and things like that. But pretty much if you have Barkeeper's Friend, a magic eraser, and then some basic Dawn and vinegar and water spray, you can clean a lot of your bathroom. And toilet bowl cleaner works wonders on not only your toilets, but also in your shower if you have a lot of buildup in there as well.
Don't wanna be your love. Let's keep it on the low, keep it on the low. Cause you know this ain't no love. I want you to be bonafide. Girl, you got me waking up confused, lost in time. Every moment tastes like summer. Can never get enough. Summer sugar kisses left behind. And I don't wanna fall in love. Just wanna be yours. Can we just be bonafide? Can we just be bonafide?
Now my light blue cloths like these are actually polishing cloths. They're window cloths. I love these when you clean any of your chrome fixtures, but I'm also just going in and wiping down the counters again just to make sure that there's none of that Barkeeper's Friend residue left around. But yeah, people always ask me like, what's the trick for polishing either your metals or your mirrors and stuff like that to leave them streak free? I always have these glass polishing cloths. I don't know what it is about them, if it's the tighter knit or what it is, but these work wonders when it comes to getting everything a nice, clean, streak-free, and a beautiful shine.
Wouldn't lie to you, doesn't matter what I do. She's got a hold on me. She knows how to drive a truck, but she lets me pick her up when we're going dancing. My heart stops beating when my headlights shining on her. She's my country girl. I couldn't tell you what she's doing with me. She's so damn out of my league. She's a little bit crazy on the weekends, dancing in her red dress, and I love the way she looks in my eyes. And her foot.
So this toilet was definitely difficult, and if you have hard water and I don't know if it's the lime or the calcium or what it is, you understand the struggle when it comes to this type of buildup in your toilet. It doesn't matter if you clean it on a regular basis, this still seems to come. And if you don't know how to handle it, it can be so frustrating. So you saw, I put the cleaner in it, I let that sit, and then now I'm going in with a pumice stone and really trying to work this off. Now, I will say this is not easy. This takes a really long time depending on how the buildup is. And I actually wish I had a different type of toilet cleaner. If I had the Lime Away one, I think it would have worked better than the one that I had, and just really let that sit. I did end up telling her before I left that if they got that specific cleaner and then turn the water off to the toilet and put it in and let it sit overnight and then go back in with a pumice stone, that would help a lot more than even what I did. I have limited time when I am cleaning other people's houses. I always work it around the kids' schedule, and I get as much done as humanly possible, but if I can't get it perfect, this is when I like to go in and give these different families just tips and tricks of how they'll be able to maintain it in the end. I'm not a house cleaner that comes to their house every single week that I'm going to keep up with it. My goal really is just to get them back to zero and make their life a lot easier in the end, but also teaching them how they can do it and not feel as stressed out and overwhelmed. Because 90% of the time, these are just regular parents that are just stressed out and overwhelmed between the chaos of life. And trust me, I get it. Between kids and animals and working full time, it can be very, very chaotic. And most people just need a reset. They don't even know where to start. So coming in here and just giving them that fresh start is all they need to get back on track of keeping up with things.
I'm gonna dance by myself like nobody's watching. Don't really care if my rhythm's off, 'cause I'm gonna dance like nobody's watching me. I'm gonna dance by myself like nobody's watching. Don't really care if my rhythm's off, 'cause I'm gonna dance like nobody's watching me.
Now, when it comes to this shower area, I'm going in with my 1000 grit steel wool. There was a lot of buildup in here. So one, spraying it beforehand makes a huge difference. That alone takes away so much of the elbow grease of having to scrub down stuff. But then going in with the 1000 grit steel wool is really going to break stuff up. And I don't need to worry about this scratching anything because it is the higher up. Now, I found mine online. I'm not sure if you can find them in stores also. I know you can find steel wool, but the biggest thing is making sure you get the higher grit. That way you are not scratching anything in the long run. But this made quick work of what looked to be a very overwhelming job. And often that's why things get so bad is it starts getting overwhelming. People don't know what tools to use. They don't know what products to use. And it's just grows after that. When you're overwhelmed, don't know how to start, where to start, it's just going to get worse and worse. And it really makes it difficult for people to know, okay, what do I do? What do I use? And what is not going to ruin my stuff, but also actually get this clean without hours and hours of scrubbing.
Don't really care if my rhythm's off, 'cause I'm gonna dance like nobody's watching me. I'm gonna dance.
Now, the good thing is they did have this really nice stopper in here that pushed in, but then it was a hair catch. So I was getting nervous because it was really holding on to water in here. And then when I pulled that out, I realized there was just a buildup of hair. So that made it so much easier and quicker to just grab that out. And in these corners, just having that pre-treatment on them, these pretty much wiped off super easy. A little bit of scrubbing, yes, but it was not too overwhelming. And then also with these mats on the floor. Now, I have a love-hate relationship with these mats. I understand the purpose of them, but I personally cannot stand them. They are known for just getting moldy and mildewy, but if you are someone that's like, no, I'm known for falling and stuff, I need one of these. Using a cleaner on them on a regular basis, even if you're not scrubbing them, but just making sure to spraying them down and then letting them dry, not suction cupped, is going to make a massive difference. In our very first house, we had one of these mats because that shower, one, was just not in great shape, and two, yes, was super, super slippery. And that is when I had learned to despise these mats, because like I said, they are just, it's nothing against you or anyone else. They are just known for holding on to that moisture, and anything that's held on to that moisture is going to build up that mold and mildew and everything on here. But getting in a good routine of making sure to flip them when they get out so that they can fully dry, spraying them with a good cleaner, that way they don't have that ability to grow any of those mold, that's going to help you a lot in the long run.
There she goes again. Beauty queen on the web. But when she goes to bed, it's like a rhythmic nuisance. Play the 90s songs when her dreams were born. This girl is so sweet and slow. Had big plans once, but life's too short. Hanging on in the hope of it all. Wonder if good girls really.
And now on to these floors. I did want to vacuum first. Make sure to pick up any of the hair or dust or anything like that. Even though I did go over with the duster earlier, I knew there was still hair and things on this floor. Honestly, stuff that just blew in from the hallway from walking in and out. Like I said, this mama is actually a professional pet sitter. So she always has not only her animals, but other animals at her house. So the amount of hair can be very overwhelming. I get it. We have a big hairy dog, and yes, it can get crazy. But making sure to vacuum before actually going in here and cleaning these tiles. You guys know me. I absolutely love the Zep cleaning products, especially their tile and grout cleaning and brightener. This stuff works magic. You spray it on, you scrub it in, or let it sit for like 30 seconds and then scrub it in, and literally all the grime and stuff that sits in your grout just melts like butter. It's ridiculous how well this works. Now, I do believe this is a lot more abrasive of a cleaner. I've had a lot of people say you don't want to use it on a regular basis, which honestly, yes, that totally makes sense. I would assume anything that works this well probably shouldn't be used on a regular basis because there's definitely some intense stuff in here if it is working as well it is, especially when it comes to grout. But if you're in a situation like this house where this grout needed a good deep cleaning and a good reset, it makes all the difference in the world. Or even my house, in our bathroom, I do this once every couple of months because Bailey loves to sleep on the floor in our bathroom. And he's a Saint Bernard. So when he's sleeping, he's drooling and just, yeah. I'm sure you can imagine if you've ever seen Beethoven. So when he's on the floor and he's on that grout, it can get really dirty. So I do like to go in there once every couple of months and use this, and it makes a massive, massive difference. But if you have like really, really bad grout, this stuff works magic. Like I said, I've never cleaned grout that this hasn't worked so well on. Some places I let it sit a little bit longer depending on how bad it is, but it basically is like setting it back to day one. And yeah, absolutely love this stuff.
I'm not heading for the stars, driving down the boulevard at night. Playing Coldplay on repeat, watching people on the street as I go by. And it doesn't even matter to me where I go, I just feel I need to take a ride. Got my coffee cup to go, and I'm gonna hit the road tonight.
Now, one thing I often get asked is where do I get my cleaning products? So a lot of my cleaning products either come from Lowe's or Walmart. Lowe's is the closest hardware store to me, so like this Zep cleaner I can usually find at Lowe's. But otherwise, pretty much everything I get from Walmart. I'm a Walmart girly. I would love, like my sister is one of those people that like go to 3 different grocery stores to get her stuff, and I am just not that organized. I wish I was, because I know for her it saves her so much money. But I like to be like a one and done shop type spot. So I love Walmart. I love that I can go there and get so much, and I love their grocery delivery. It saves me so much time and honestly money. So I get a lot of stuff from there, which I've had people ask like, how can it save you money? You're paying for delivery and all this stuff. Because I am not wandering the aisles. I was actually at Sunday dinner with my family. I was talking to my mom and my uncle's girlfriend, and we were talking about Walmart delivery, and I'm like, yeah, it saves me so much money because I don't wander down the decor aisle or the little kids' clothes aisle, or I don't wander and find $100 worth of more things that I honestly don't need. I have a list. I stick to it. Yes, I give a tip and a delivery fee, but it has honestly saved me so much money over the past couple of years since I've started using it that I always recommend it. Unless you are super organized like my sister, then probably not so much. But if you are like me and you like to just like get stuff done quick and you are constantly forgetting stuff, I'm also someone that I like meal planning, but I'm also someone that'll wake up one day and be like, I want chili. Don't have the stuff in my house for chili, but I want chili. So I'm also not great at meal planning because if I wake up and I'm like craving something, that's going to be on my brain, and that's what I want to make for dinner on that night. So there's often last minute shopping for things like those type of stuff. And I say chili because I literally did that just the other day, where I woke up and I'm like, oh, you know what'd be really good? Some chili, some cornbread, and yep, that's what we ended up having for dinner. I was originally planning on tacos. That was what was on the menu, but my brain that morning said, nope, not what I want.
Chasing dreams, I'm chasing light. Pushing boundaries, taking flight. I keep my head high and never look back. No stopping now, I'm on the rise. I'm versatile, yeah, I'll flip the script. Changing the game, baby, I never slip. Head up, I'll move it right to the top. Every door out.
Luckily, her vanity was not too bad, which is why it was one of the areas that I saved for the end. I was like, you know what? If I have time, I'll get to the vanity. I'm always working on the areas that, like I said, is going to make the biggest impact. So that vanity wasn't too bad. But then ending it off, I wanted to get back in this toilet. I also love this pumice stone because it does come with this handle. So it was the inside that had the worst buildup, and disclaimer, I did not get this perfect. I scrubbed. Literally, this was a brand new pumice stone, and I used all of it on the interior. And that's why when I left here, one, I gave them the link to get these for themselves, because if you deal with this, this is going to be your best friend, even more than a toilet bowl cleaner. But also mentioned that turning off the water, like I said, emptying the water out of the toilet, that way you can put the cleaner on and it can really just get directly on it and work overnight, and then coming in with a pumice stone to try and scrub this off. And the idea that it may not happen overnight. You may have to do this a couple times and layer by layer. I got it better, but I definitely is not perfect by any means. But then it was just time to reset it. So this is always my favorite part, being able to put stuff back and make it feel like cozy and homey again, and just putting it back together, not having it so sterile and everything, especially since they did have all these little like cute things. Their daughter was the main person that uses this bathroom, so I wanted to make sure all of her stuff got in here nice and neat. That way she can really enjoy her bathroom again.
All the right words pours from your mouth, holding me tight, saying I'm all yours, but I'm feeling my gut. It doesn't feel right. I see in your eyes. Tell me no lie, 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 lie. Tell me no lies. Tell me no lie, 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 lie. Tell me no lies. Tell me no lie, 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 lie. Tell me no lies. Tell me no lie, 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 lie. Let's talk about your ex. Let's talk about your ex.
Now, like I had mentioned before, I was also dealing with a lot of the hair and buildup that was in the hallway coming back into this bathroom. So after I got everything put back in here, which like I said, whenever you're cleaning, especially like a bathroom, highly recommend taking everything out. Easiest way is grab a laundry basket and just fill it. I would have personally also ran these rugs in the washer and dryer, but they had other stuff going on, so that wasn't possible. But I always love washing rugs and towels and everything on the same day that I'm going to be doing a really good deep cleaning in a bathroom. Makes a big difference. But I wanted to vacuum out this hallway because like I said, I was just noticing every time I walked in and out, even though I was trying to keep it all clean, I was still dealing with the fur and everything following me back in here. So I figured I'm just going to tidy up this area a little bit, nothing too crazy. I was down to about 10 minutes left in my day before I had to leave and get my kids from school. So just a quick refresh. All right, so we are about to get to my favorite part of any video. You guys know I love the before and afters because it's so easy to forget where you started to where you come from. So that's why I always tell people, take before and afters, even if it's just with your smartphone. It makes a huge difference because I often forget how bad it was till I see these befores again. So just being able to look back and be like, okay, wow, really a lot got done, especially if you're not dealing with a lot of clutter. It's really easy to be like, okay, it doesn't look that much different. But then you look back and you're like, okay, yeah, no, that's different. Definitely a big change. So take those before and afters. It's a great way to motivate you and show you that you really did get so much done. Often we are our own worst critics and we'll be like, well, why couldn't I have gotten more done? And then you look back and you're like, okay, wait, I did actually do so much. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all the things, and drop me this emoji down below if you made it all the way to the end. You guys know you're my true MVPs, and I really, really appreciate each and every one of you. But I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
I like to trace all the edges of